What is up, guys? It's Premium Rat here, and welcome to episode 3 of my Road to Glory series on FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. And we start this episode by going to buy ourselves a Jimmy Briand. The reason for that was because I was going to go buy myself a Lopez, but A, I didn't have the funds, and B, I went with Briand because his pace is 91, so I believe he's probably the fastest striker, or one of the fastest forwards, apart from Abua, in the League 1, so he's perfect to partner Abua up front. So we changed about the squad, and we jumped into our first game of the episode against this guy who had a silver Norwich team. Almost had 100 chemistry. I don't see. It's probably because he didn't have a manager actually. But on his debut, a beautiful over-the-top ball from Abua let through Briand, and the game actually lagged. As you can see, the circle of death there in the corner for briefly, just before I volleyed that home to make it 1-0 in the second minute. And then some lucky dribbling by Morrison, went through, cut it back. I sort of probably call that a semi-tramp, I suppose. And Jackson was on hand to tap it in. And we've already seen a couple of times in this series already me throw it straight to the forward, and Morrison was there to put it home to make it 2-1. That was completely my fault. And then we got another lucky, dubious penalty like we did in the previous episode. Stonewall penalty definitely brought me down, but I don't know why he was sliding there anyway. We also bought Briand because of his good penalty stats, so he had a chance to put it in and make it 2-2, but he does unfortunately hit the post again, and missed penalties are a recurring theme in this series. But how's your luck? Morrison runs pretty much the whole length of the pitch, well, the whole length of the half anyway, and gets a nice little Sam 5000 rebound to pretty much win the game for him, and that is how it finished 3-1. I was really angry with that Morrison goal, especially A, because I missed the penalty, but B, because my defences just went to sleep and caused me to pretty much lose the game. We then went and bought ourselves a Martin Yo in a 4-4-2, obviously because that's our formation, so we wanted to just boost the chemistry. It helped a little bit. Yeah, he's not French or French League, but it doesn't matter only because he was in the right formation. Then we come up against this guy who had a silver MLS squad, I believe, mostly American, and 3 at the back, so I thought maybe I could beat this guy. So some beautiful dribbling from Briand, set himself through, and a lovely left-footed composed finesse past the keeper to make it 1-0. And then his silver striker went through, Rogers I believe his name was, and some pretty woeful keeping let Rogers score to make it 1-1, level it up. And then some luckily sort of dribbling from his silver left wing, and then it's another like semi-tramp to put Rogers through. And then some more woeful keeping. I don't know what the positioning's there for, but let Nagby through to give them the lead and make it 3-1. And then Nagby's got some pace on him. He went through, and that near post finesse, guys, it works every single time, genuinely, to put himself 4-1 up, and then he put himself 5-1 up with a pretty good actually half volley sort of finish. And this time I just thought, right, fuck it, we need to get a comeback here, guys, because I'm not losing 5-1 to this guy. So we got a stone wall penalty. Briand went through, a bit of dribbling, and his pace took him past the last defender, and he brought him down and got himself a red card. So Briand again had the chance to slot it home, but unfortunately he put it down the middle and the keeper saved. But we weren't done there, because he only had 2 at the back, 3 originally, we had 1 sent off. We were just going through, and literally every time we went through we scored. As you can see with the timings of the goals now, they were literally one after the other. So we did in the end come back. Briand there slotting twice, and then C getting on the score sheet with a nice little lucky Sam 5000 rebound header. And then to complete the heroic comeback late on in the game, cross it in, and Briand gets his head on it, and that made it 5-5, and that is how it finished. Now usually I would go to penalties, but because we were 5-1 down, we brought it back to 5-5. I thought, no, I'm not going to go and end up losing this game. I thought it was a heroic comeback, so we thought we'd settle for a draw, and this guy wanted a draw anyway, so it was fine. Then, so when we got back to the menu, Kabul had a contract issue, but luckily he has some bronze contracts, so we put one on him. We then switched about the squad. We only had Abua up front on his own with C, I think, but C's good enough to slot some home. That guy actually sent me a message saying something like, "Good game. 2 defenders is really bad." So I then sent him a message after saying, yeah, unlucky, but I thought it was a great comeback. And then we jumped into our final game of the episode against this guy who had a kind of weird, like, bronze German team and then a Wellington up front. And that man, obviously, Wellington's going to get all his goals, and he went through and slotted it home to make it 1-0 in the 21st minute, pretty early on. And there's some beautiful sort of pointless dribbling from Hughes on the edge of the box, our bronze midfielder, but a lovely side-footed finesse into the opposite side where the keeper could not reach. And then Abua, his sheer pace, how many times have we seen that in this series already? And then a lovely finesse, managed to wrap his foot around it and put it in off the post. And then Wellington with some more dribbling there, and then some pretty shocking keeping again. Couple of goals in this episode, probably down to poor keeping. But C wasn't having any of it, and he smashed it home into the top bin. And that put us 3-2 or 4-2 in the head, I believe. 3-2, that's it. And then C went through again, some more great dribbling, and then a weak-footed finesse past the keeper. It was the same as ours. Pretty shocking keeping there, but we'll take that all day long. And then shortly after that, Abua gets his head on it from a nice corner. We're pretty dangerous from corners. I know pretty much where to put it every single time to get a goal. So Abua made it 5-2. And then C sort of stole it off the defender to make it 6-2 quite later on. And then we got our first free kick of the series, I believe. With that silver left mid, we got in our starter pack, Boring, the Dutch guy. And then my PVR started to play up, and it actually cut out a couple of the goals there, so you didn't see it go to 7-2, and that made it 8-2. And then it actually finished 10-2, but my PVR was fucking up, so there was nothing I could do about it. But as always, guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. If you're enjoying this series, please hit the like button and subscribe to see the next episode, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.